This video is sponsored by NordPass, a new service powered by the more popular NordVPN service. NordPass not only generates highly complex passwords instantly, but it also autofills and autosaves them, utilizing top-of-field encryption technology. In other words, that whole remember my password link that you always click on hesitantly but do it anyway because you're too lazy to type in your password every single time can be done directly through NordPass, but with significantly more security, all the while containing a more complex password that can be generated with just the click of a button. Like, you literally just click and log in with one master password for everything without even having to think about anything else at all. And also, while still protecting all of your passwords and personal account information, better than you ever could on your own before. Not to mention, you'll never have to worry about forgetting or losing your password ever again. NordPass takes care of all of that and works on pretty much every single internet browser, even some of those old weird ones that barely anyone even uses anymore. Oh, and don't worry, your mobile devices can be protected as well. You can get 50% off of the already ridiculously low price, plus an additional month for free if you use my promo code FROMNOTHING. Or just go to nordpass.com/FromNothing, which I'll leave a link to below. So basically you'll be getting this awesome service for just $2.49 a month, all the while supporting the continuation and growth of From Nothing in the process. Everybody wins. Hello everyone, it's Jabari here. So over the past few years, I've been posting new videos about my ancestry as it has changed over time, or more specifically, as Ancestry.com put it, the specimens have not changed, however the pools of samples and methods of analyzation have changed, thus yielding new results over time as knowledge and data improve. If you want a full breakdown of my previous tests, you can check them out in this video, which I'll leave a link to at the end screen. In this video, we'll be covering a new update in my results, the second of its kind within the past year. So firstly, I noticed right away that my results show that over 1/3 of my ancestry is Nigerian, significantly higher than the previous two updates that I shared. I also noticed that I am now 92% African as opposed to 90%. Seeing as the average African American hovers around 73% African, my results show that I'm significantly more, pure than most blacks in the United States. So anyway, let's go ahead and break down each group. So of that 92% African, a whopping 35% of that is from Nigeria, 28% is from the Cameroon, Congo, and Bantu peoples, 23% is from Mali, 3% from Benin and Togo, 2% is from Senegal, and then 1% is from Ghana. What I find interesting is that the original results that I got when I first took this Ancestry DNA test showed that I had 23% Mali, but then it went down to 16% in the next update, and now we're back at 23% again. It's also interesting how Bantu went from 21% to 37%, and then just kind of tapered off in the middle of those two to 28%. And then Nigeria is double what it was originally, going from 16% to 35% in the current results. As for my European ancestry, the results have remained the same as the last update, probably due to more data and testing being conducted for people of European ancestry than African history. Of course. My original European ancestry results were the only ones with any types of discrepancies. That puts my ancestry at 6% European, 3% of which is from the British Isles, 2% from France, and 1% from Sweden. And finally, we have another 1% Native American and 1% South Asian, both of which remain unchanged since last update. However, I find it very peculiar that the Native American ancestry is traced down to the indigenous South Americans rather than North Americans. So anyway, with all that said, one thing I wanted to touch on was the fact that my last video where I discussed my results, I was met with extreme backlash and borderline disgust from people primarily of African descent. Most of them claiming that the Ancestry DNA results are rigged and just generally untrue. Some of these comments even claim that we are the original indigenous Native Americans and that there's some sort of collective white conspiracy to hide the truth. Many of them claim that Ancestry DNA simply uses our names, locations, and backgrounds and then sifts through census records and such to fabricate our results. What is known to be true, however, is that Homo sapiens DNA is so remarkably similar, regardless of population, that the DNA testing can only provide so much in the ways of telling where we come from or our ancestry. Because regardless of population, human DNA varies so little from person to person. After all, we are all the same species. Even Ancestry DNA acknowledges this, which is why their labs are constantly evolving to provide more accurate results and why update videos like these happen in the first place. Testing methods and mechanisms constantly evolve to provide more accurate results. So anyway, moving back just a little bit, I decided to test this theory of rigged results for myself, and rule out any possibility of it being purely based on things such as names and census records. I'll keep my methods a secret until I get the results back, but expect a follow-up video to this here in the near future. Also, if you want to catch me live on Twitch where we discuss African history and just about anything else, follow the link provided below. These streams will consist of gaming, world building, and just general chatting. Regardless of which of those three is happening, African history will be the core theme and is always welcomed. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and always remember, we don't come from nothing.